What's going on, YouTube? So today I'm changing the starter on a 350 small block engine. Whew, I'm out of breath already. Alright, so the first thing I did was I disconnected the battery, the whole thing, because I don't know how long it's going to take. I mean, whatever, it doesn't matter. If you want to just take the negative away, take it off, it doesn't matter. So first thing you want to do is, or the second thing you want to do is follow this black cord, electric cable that goes to the starter, which mine has already been disconnected and I left it here. So what I recommend first is to disconnect this from the starter. It's a lot easier to get it out from before you jack the car up. Sorry. You see that big bolt right there? Let me see if I can get back there. This one, that's for the starter, or for the power. And there's a bolt. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. There's a super small bolt under here. Let me see if I could. Yeah, you can't see it. So my finger's right here. Right here, there it is. I'm pointing right at it. There's a small bolt that connects the starter to the frame of the manifold, I believe. And then there's two bolts under the starter when you jack it up. So right now I'm debating whether I should disconnect that purple cable. I mean, it's purple to you, dark purple cable, or should I just wait till I unplug or disconnect the starter? I think I'm gonna do it after because it's a small. I mean, I don't have huge hands, but I mean, they don't fit. So to help me, what I did was I took off the starter, or not the starter, the spark plug that goes right here. That's why I have a leeway. You don't have to do that, but I'm gonna replace the spark plugs anyway, so I mean, it's not a big deal. If you are gonna do that, and don't remove all the spark plug wiring, because I mean, most of you should know that requires a certain numbering. So yeah, so this spark plug, where is it at? Oh, it's right here. So that goes with there. So yeah, so right now I'm gonna jack up the car, and then once I get up under there, I'll show you guys what the next step is. All right, YouTube, so I'm under the car now. I jacked it up. I have the jack right here, and then I have my jack stand right there, just in case. Before you get under the car, you want to make sure you move it side to side, make sure it's steady. It's pretty steady. There's no reason why it should move. All right, so here's the starter right here. That's where I took the cap off the transmission. So there's the two bolts, 1, 2. I hope those are the only bolts I need to worry about. Looks like it to me. One's longer than the other. As you can see, I have an oil leak, so I need to look into that. What's going on with that? Was leaking. Pretty sure it's the oil pan gasket, so I'll probably be doing that. Yep, I was right. This is the oil pan gasket is leaking, so I gotta check my oil. But yeah, so see you in a little bit. All right, YouTube, so here's the rusted ass spark plug that I took out earlier, so I could have my access to this, to the starter. So the starter sits like this. All right, I know there's two of these. Mine only had one connection connected. This is the power source. This is what stabilizes the starter to the car, to the manifold, I guess. And here's one bolt, and then there's the other one, 1, 2. So it's just like this. Pretend. So you're gonna be looking at it from under the car like this. All right. So what I do recommend is, if you can get these connections off before you pull the starter off, do so, because I did not. I don't know if you remember me saying earlier, I don't know if I should or could. I just didn't have access to it. I didn't have the right tools, I guess. It's just a small, I think 9mm nut, and I just didn't have access to it. So when I pulled it down, this is my first my first freaking starter, and I had no idea how heavy it is. Oh, it's about 20 to 30 pounds solid. I mean, it might weigh more than my kid, but yeah, I'm heading down to Advanced Auto, or my nearest automotive store, and as you can see, it's a Napa Power Premium, completely tested, 12 volt. I think it was 2018, so it shouldn't have gone bad, but I don't know. I mean, it might have not been my starter, to be honest, after all, I guess. I don't know how long it takes for it to go bad. But yeah, I took it off, and I'm doing my spark plugs next, right at the same time. Here's the car again. Battery's been completely disconnected. The power source there. The next, after the spark plugs, I plan on taking care of that oil leak down there. The timing, I gotta take care of that. I mean, it's just little by little, guys, you know. The next thing I want to do is get these bushings ready. Look at that, it's probably the original bushings. Once I get it mechanically running, we're not having anything to worry. I'll be lifting it off the frame and getting the frame reinforced. I do want to eventually have some AC in here so I could drive it more. I'm also saving up for an alternator, a radiator. I'm getting one of those cold case radiators that has a notched cold case radiator. I guess it has room for my power steering gear, so it won't look so weird. I guess it kind of looks like it's moving forward a little. Maybe it's because of that. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, if I'm doing anything wrong, please let me know. If you see anything wrong, please let me know. Alright guys, so I got the new starter in. I connected the let's say the right side of the wire to the right side of the starter. So just for some advice for some people, I use this long extension. I don't know how long it is. Does it say right there? No, it doesn't. So I went all under the exhaust to reach it, to make it easier for me. And the bolt is I want to say it's a 16 millimeter bolt. So I locked that down right there. So I mean, that's good to go. There's 2 bolts at the bottom, and then you have your third bolt right there, keeping it in place. Next thing to do is connecting my power source, and then I'll be doing the spark plugs real quick, knocking that out, and I should be able to start.